2024 started off pretty crazy in MMA. We are about to find out if this year could be the greatest year in UFC history. Maybe Dana or Hunter watch this video and take a little bit of inspiration for the upcoming fights.
I'm getting notes.
Number 1, Kamaru Usman versus Conor McGregor for the title eliminator. Let me explain a little bit. You might be confused, but I will explain. So, Conor McGregor is fighting Michael Chandler. I assume Conor McGregor will win by knockout, and after that, he's maybe not yet in a position for a title shot, but he's in a position to get another fight at high level at welterweight. And another fight at high level at welterweight could be Kamaru Usman. Usman just had a little adventure into middleweight, pretty much won the fight if it would have been a 5-round fight against Khamzat Chimaev, but is waiting for a next fight. He's quite focused on his podcasting business, so I assume Usman has already achieved everything he might have wanted to achieve and is now looking for the big money fights, but that's just an assumption, don't hate me for that. We will find out in the future. So Usman versus McGregor could be set up as a title eliminator for whoever is champion at that time. So a fight between McGregor and Usman would not only be one of the biggest pay-per-views of maybe all time, if the card is set up well, but it could be one of the OGs fighting against each other. It could be another big fight for either Usman's or either McGregor's legacy. And the winner would be set up for a title shot. Ooh, pretty interesting. Number 2, Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. We have been seeing the back and forth time and time again. Tom Aspinall kind of chilling and just wanting to have a photo or like a face-off with Jon Jones. Jon Jones being mad about it and injuring himself and so on and so forth. But people start to believe that Tom Aspinall would actually beat Jon Jones. Consider his age, consider he's out of shape, consider he's been injured, consider he has been involved in outside drama once again. So people start to believe that Tom Aspinall, who looked pretty sharp in his interim title fight, could beat Jon Jones. And I would like to find out. I hope we find out this year. Aspinall will perform in Manchester, and then after that, maybe he gets a 3 or 4 or 5 months fight camp for Jon Jones at the end of the year. So Jones should be recovered. Jones should be out of this involvement into this conspiracy that he wanted to kill someone from USADA. I would like to see it around Christmas time. Both fighters having enough time to prepare. It would be very spectacular because Jon Jones has great grappling. Aspinall has great grappling. Aspinall is moving like a middleweight. Jones, okay, a little bit stiff at heavyweight, but we have just seen him for some seconds kind of, so we have to still see the real heavyweight Jon Jones. I want to find out. Number 3, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira 3 for the light heavyweight title. A super fight. Why super fight? Because Israel Adesanya will beat Dricus du Plessis, and then he's set up to have his super fights again. He tried himself out at light heavyweight against Jan Blachowicz, but he got kind of wrestle-effed. So this could change against Alex Pereira, who is known for his striking. Yeah, he has trained his jiu-jitsu a lot. So Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya for the light heavyweight super fight. That would not only mean a potential double champ status for Israel Adesanya, but it would mean Alex versus Izzy for the 3rd time in UFC. In MMA, we know how it turned out in kickboxing, but in MMA, we will find out who's the real alpha of the strikers in the UFC with a 3rd fight. I believe the 3rd fight is inevitable. It has to happen and it will happen. It would be great if it would happen this year. Pereira fighting maybe at heavyweight. I'll talk about that in just like 20 seconds. And Adesanya getting his title back and then fighting for the light heavyweight title at a super fight. Maybe also at the end of the year. Just imagine Adesanya versus Pereira 3 in November and Jones versus Aspinall in December. That would be bonkers. Number 4, Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane, the striking masterclass. Alex has been talking about, okay, let me rewind this. Alex, after knocking Jamal Hill out, has been talking about fighting at heavyweight. He has been talking about wanting to get that tree champ status. That would be crazy. No one has ever done this before.
This has never happened before.
And if he gets it, he would have done it in 4 years. That would be pretty insane. So a striking masterclass against Ciryl Gane would be very interesting. Ciryl Gane is not known for his wrestling or jiu-jitsu. Yes, he has submitted guys, but I pretty much think that this fight would be a stand bang. So Alex Pereira standing, Ciryl Gane standing, both of them downloading, reading each other, and then just going after it. This would be a Mortal Kombat striking masterclass with all the cheat codes. So I want to see this fight. I want to see it soon. Ciryl Gane needs a fight. Alex needs a fight. Make it happen, please. But only if Alex can bulk up to heavyweight that fast. We have seen Jon Jones and we have seen how long it took him to bulk up to heavyweight. It can take quite some time to get up to heavyweight. Let's see how Alex manages this. I believe he can do it pretty quickly. He has all the assets to do it. I believe his walk around weight might be even a heavyweight weight, but he has to get it before the fight. Number 5, Khamzat Chimaev versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Who will prevail? Who will stand undefeated? But this is a big if, because this fight needs to take place in middleweight. I don't believe that Khamzat will ever return back to welterweight. This guy just turned 30. Shout out to Khamzat Chimaev. Happy birthday. But I believe it's time to just stay in middleweight. He has been talking about fighting people in so many weight classes, so he needs to decide, and I think he just found his perfect weight class at middleweight. So this would mean that Shavkat Rakhmonov has to step up to middleweight, and I believe he could because he has the size. He has the potential to get the title shot pretty quickly, to even get the title, and as soon as he has the title, he would be set up to fight Khamzat Chimaev, who I believe could get the title fight at middleweight pretty quickly if he beats Robert Whittaker and if Israel Adesanya wins against Dricus du Plessis. This would mean Izzy versus Khamzat, and after that Khamzat versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Title fight. Super fight. This would be insane. Shavkat stepping up and trying to get the double champ status. So I got 5 more fights in the next video. Stay tuned by subscribing to my channel or I will submit you.
You'll do what you're told.
And what do you think in all these fights when they happen? Who would win? Write it down in the comments. Are there any other fights you guys would love to see this year? There are many bangers. There are very many bangers on the card. So write your pick down in the comments. That would interest me a lot. See you in the next video. Peace!